Welcome to episode 8 of PaigeY Interviews Cambridge Graduates. It's the penultimate episode today, and we're going to be getting retrospective. I'm asking my friends what were their biggest takeaways from university, what are they going to miss most, and do they have any regrets? Feel free to comment below your own wisdom and life lessons that you learned while at university or in jobs. I really like this episode. It might be my favourite because there's so many life lessons shared.
Do you have any regrets and anything you would have done differently with hindsight?
In life or at Cambridge?
Don't tell us your life regrets.
Don't tell us your life. Don't tell us your life
really
story. I'd say maybe not partying enough. I would say.
Right.
Because I definitely think that the work-life balance here is possible. It is possible to have both, like work hard, play hard. I just don't think I struck it in the. Or as well as I'd like to in the time I was here.
I feel like maybe I should have specialised in physics instead of chemistry. Maybe, I don't know if that's just looking back on it and being like, oh, maybe physics would have been more fun. It's like I will probably be in the same place as I am now if I had done physics instead of chemistry. So in that grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter that much.
As much as I've said I'm glad I've learned from my mistakes and I don't think I could have done it any other way, I do regret not pushing myself out of my comfort zone more at university. My big bit of advice for anybody is just push yourself out of your comfort zone, sign up to as many things as possible, think about the memories you can make, look at every opportunity as that, like take it as an opportunity and don't miss out on it.
I think that the main things I would have done differently is try to get involved in societies and things more. Be confident enough to just be out there a bit more, you know. Just try and have some different experiences. Try to join societies from things you haven't heard of before. Even if it turns out badly, you know, you've got a story you can tell someone else later, you know. It's just a fun thing that you've done. Throw yourself into stuff more. Try and get every experience out of university that you can do. And especially in this last term as well, I've been one of my friends have been down here now that the exams are finished. We've been exploring Cambridge a bit more, and I just realised that I don't really know Cambridge very well because you're just working all the time.
Should have joined Tiddlywink Society.
Oh yeah, Tiddlywink Society or train spotting.
Train spotting.
I don't think there's that much, to be honest. I think, yeah, I did a good job in
Did it
general.
perfectly.
Perfect run.
Nice.
Oh, okay, I know. More clearly separate this time is work, this time is fun. Because then if you're just procrastinating, trying to have a bit of fun and work at the same time, you just prolong the pain of the actual work and then you never actually do something really fun. Just get into a routine. I know it's hard, but get into a routine where you actually have fun time, you stop, you just leave it, and then you're having fun. Who cares about, I don't know, whatever deadline? Work, stop, play.
I would have taken a gap year because I spent my first year of uni basically dealing with grief, and I probably should have done that before I came here so I could have got more involved, because as soon as I came back for second year I got really involved in activities and stuff, and it would have been really nice if I'd been able to do that in first year.
What's the biggest thing you'll take away from your university experience?
I mean, kind of corny, but just the memories of all the big experiences. All the Mabels and stuff with friends. All the good times we had in third year before it got cut short. All the good times we've had even all the good times we've had even these last couple of weeks. Just seeing all you guys again come up. It's been really good. Obviously a degree, it's pretty good part as well.
Yeah.
But the memories, that's better.
The biggest thing I took away from uni is learning that I am in fact not a horrible person and that I'm quite good deep down somewhere, and finding some self-esteem. That was nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so good. Big self-esteem wins.
Learning how to learn, given a bunch of maybe notes that maybe aren't quite that good, and a confusing subject matter, how to go about learning it properly and learning how to solve unfamiliar problems, especially in the face of the notes not being so good. I think every university does, but especially Cambridge really emphasises independent learning. And I think that will take away a lot of learning skills that I developed in Cambridge.
It's just all part of my life. It's just a soup of my life. It's just all thrown
More
in
life
the bag.
experiences.
It's just life experience. It's just stuff is happening. Life soup. More flavour to pull upon.
How do you think your time at Cambridge has changed you?
I would say because of the people around me, I think I've become a lot more responsible, a lot more mature, though from rather a low base, I would say. Yeah, I would say definitely being able to be more of a functioning adult in society. That's definitely something Cambridge prepares you for, and I think all unis in general prepare you for that as well. So. Yeah, good experience, good to prepare me what comes next.
From a work perspective, I've changed in the sense that you've become more organised. You have to, I guess time management especially, at school you don't have any of that. Here you're balancing between getting around places and getting to lectures on time, having your work on time. I think maybe for me, just like my sense of direction. Like, I'm not very good with like all that organisation stuff. I used to like pull up Google Maps for every little thing I went to, but now I know my way around. You know, it's quite a big step. I feel like I'm more of a successful adult now. I can cook now. So you learn all these little skills about just like life management and stuff, and it's not very Cambridge focused, but you know, living away from home is like a huge part of going to university, and like, you know, I lived in the same place all my life, so coming here has like been really good to just like actually learn how to survive by yourself. I mean, some people didn't learn how to survive by themselves in the whole 4 years, you know. You got like Tim stewing his bread, Will stewing his ready meals, and having his parents do his laundry. But
the big thing is more confident. I've always been like a chatty person, and I can come across as quite confident when I'm talking. Obviously I did a degree in English, so I naturally come across as, I don't know, maybe well spoken or like good at communicating, but inside I've never been that confident, and that's still something I'm working on. But Cambridge definitely helped me to believe in myself more, to not see myself as an imposter.
I feel like I've aged like 20 years since going to Cambridge. I don't know. I'd say I've come with a much more appreciation of how broad like certain subject areas can be. Like, I think you can kind of fall into this mindset when you're doing A-levels. Oh, that's all there is to know about it. Whereas in fact, there's loads more to know about it. And even though I've done a degree and like specialised in chemistry, there's huge swathes of chemistry that I just have no idea about. And I think Cambridge really opened my eyes to that.
Yeah, I'm definitely a different person, more independent and doing my own thing, much more definitely, and more competent in general. I'm like a proper adult now.
Yeah, all grown up.
All grown up.
What will you miss most about your time at Cambridge?
Easy geographical access to friends.
My friends, of course.
Aww.
One thing I definitely will miss is like, I don't know how much in my life I'll do this, but because like you grow up and you move on, whatever, but like living just with a bunch of people that you get along with, have similar interests, I don't think that's something I'll have for a while, possibly. So I think that
I'll miss the beautiful college environment. Like I didn't even apply to Jesus in the first place. I applied to Christ's College and got a winter pool offer from Jesus, and I think that was one of the best things that could ever happen to me, because Jesus is just such a beautiful college. Like, I could have ended up at Churchill.
Oh gosh, imagine that.
No, it would have been fine, but Jesus is a beautiful college. Like, I'm really grateful to be here, and I'm gutted that I won't be able to live like in college or like in a house really near to college next year, because like Cambridge is a really nice place to live. Like, the cities, like everything's just, you can just walk everywhere. You kind of take that for granted after being here for a few years, but it's definitely going to miss that a lot.
I think living together with everybody, it's going to be really hard when we do disperse and all go separate ways, and we're going to be a bit more spread out. Not too spread out around the country. We are still somewhat close to each other, which is nice, but we'll never have that experience of living all in a house together, the student life. You know, when you're like, you have a friend knock on your door at like 11 at night and they're like, hey, do you want to do something? Like, you'll never have that.
Quite like it.
Yeah, as much as I'm like, oh, you're disturbing my sleep, I'm like, you know what, yes, let's go on a walk around the city at midnight. It's those weird memories I'm gonna miss.
I mean, assuming I'm going to a job, I will miss like the whole university studying thing. Like, this year has been a bit more difficult, but I still do have quite a big passion for chemistry. It's still really fun studying that and like learning new things about it. I'll miss all my friends. I'm sure we're going to try and meet up as much as possible, and hopefully we'll be in similar locations in mostly Cambridge or London, it looks like.
Yeah, hopefully.
But I'll still miss all of them. I'll miss all the like free parties that you get, you know. I mean, hopefully they do that sort of thing, a little bit of work.
I think it's going to be the same scale. There's an actuary's ball, actually.
There's an actuary's ball?
Yeah.
Can I come?
Do you want to be an actuary?
Maybe, if I get a ball out of it.
I will miss all my friends living within 5 minutes of me.
Watching this episode back, I am just so proud of myself and all my friends for how much we've grown since we were 18. I just really miss college life. It's so lovely being part of a community, but you couldn't pay me to do those exams again. Never again. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you're notified when the next episode is out. It's the final one, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye.